Dr. Reuben Abati fires President Tinubu, his managers over scandalous dated New Year Day's speech. So Reuben Abati is firing or has fired at President Tinubu and his managers over their scandalous message dated New Year Day's speech. That speech lacks critical ingredients, critical information, and those observations have been made and pointed out by Reuben Abati, the Arise News anchorman. Okay, so let's get in details to see the observations that Reuben Abati has made on that speech made by Tinubu to Nigerians. Arise television morning show anchor Dr. Reuben Abati has lambasted President Bola Tinubu over his dated New Year's address to the nation. Yeah, so the New Year address is dated. It has a date on it, and that date is far before the Christmas period, and that is very, very bad. And between the period that address was prepared and when it was read and made to Nigerians, key events have taken place, and those events were not included in the speech. Terrible. Speaking during the morning show's analysis program, Dr. Abati queried Tinubu over his decision to omit the recent killings on Plateau State in his speech and address the 2024 appropriation bill, which was passed on Saturday. So according to Abati, the speech read by the president is dated and was recorded before the president came to Lagos to celebrate the Yuletide. Can you imagine? He also slammed the managers of the president for their lazy job as they failed to update and change the recordings of the president's speech. Oh boy. He said the speech delivered this morning was by the president and is dated. It is too obvious that the speech was recorded before the president came to Lagos because the speech is not contemporaneous enough, and that I think is a scandal. It shows gross indolence on the part of those people who manage the president. You could see from that delivery, since the speech was recorded in Abuja, I imagine that there are developments in the country. Exactly. There are developments in the country. The major development would be the killings in Plateau that was conspicuously absent in that speech. You see, he may not have have to go having sent a powerful delegation, okay, but speak to Nigerians on New Year Day and not reflect on his awareness and understanding of the killing on the Plateau, and considering the fact that only yesterday 5 more persons were murdered in Boko's local government area, just shows and confirms how dated that speech is. And I put it now to the indolence of his managers, because wherever the president is, there is enough facility to update speeches, to change recordings. Exactly. Now, the other major issue is that on Saturday, the National Assembly of Nigeria passed the 2024 appropriation bill, but the president failed to make reference in that speech. That is also another very bad one. So two key things happened, or rather 3 key things happened. One was the killing that was done in Plateau State on the Christmas Eve, okay? And we remember that Tinubu already came to Lagos before the Christmas Eve to celebrate the Christmas in his place in Lagos. And then secondly was the additional 5 people that were killed in Boko local government area of the state as well, coupled with the fact that Saturday before the New Year, the National Assembly, the Senate had already approved the 2024 appropriation bill, and Tinubu made his speech without even making reference to it. Very, very bad. So what Reuben Abati is saying is that the people managing the president, their indolence and their laziness is too much to be ignored. And he saw it as being scandalous. How can you write a speech for president and it's dated? Why must it be dated when it has not been presented? It is after presenting it that can be dated based on the date it was presented, not the date it was written. Okay, so they did all that recording the way they were doing for Buhari. You know, they did the recording in Abuja and kept it. Then he rushed down to Lagos to celebrate the Yuletide. And all the events that happened between when the event was recorded and when it was presented were not included, conspicuously missing. 3 key events. Very bad. And those were the observations that Reuben Abati has made. And I know that some people will come now to say Reuben Abati should go and sleep. He shouldn't do this, he shouldn't do that. Okay? But the man has made his observation, and it is actually very, very clear that the people handling the president are how do I put them? They are not intelligent. That is it. They are not intelligent. Obviously not intelligent. Okay? Obviously not intelligent. Because with what has happened, you cannot you cannot write a speech and then record it and then come and give it to Nigerians without taking cognizance of the key events that have taken place in the state or in the country rather. So it is a very bad situation. It's a very bad situation, and I tell you, Nigerians have made those observations. It is how do I put it? Insensibility, okay, and insensitive on the part of the president, and playing with the sensibility of Nigerians. That is it. Why not address the things? I know somebody was saying here that Reuben Abati should be the last person to comment on the mistakes of Tinubu, because Reuben Abati is also fond of mistakes in his own address and whatever he does. Okay, but is that the issue now? He has pointed out key things that Nigerians expected the president to mention, but he failed to mention them. So what are you going to say about that? What are you going to say about that? What are you going to say about that? So if he omits the key things, why not he find a way to correct it before? Why was he in a hurry? The same way Tinubu is being blamed, same way his managers are also being blamed. People, especially that his special assistant, what is his Ajurin Gelale, that guy, he seems not to be intelligent. He has proven not to be intelligent, because he's supposed to have proofread and he's supposed to be the president eye, supposed to watch the president's back to ensure that nothing is omitted, no stone is unturned. Since he became the special assistant on media and publicity for the president, or whatever he is, I'm telling you that the guy has made a lot of blunders, and Nigerians are obviously not happy with his performance, with the performance of other people that are working with the president. So that is exactly what Reuben Abati is saying. Let's have your comment, and thank you for listening.